What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about bugging out with silver, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos, almost at 600 subscribers. Link will be in the description. And if you want to help support the channel by getting some DYDSS merchandise, of course we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies that are up for grabs. But since it's Halloween time, we brought back the 3 classic DYDSS Halloween tees, as well as the 5 brand new ones. If you or anyone in your family has kids, I promise you they will love them. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance, it's more than appreciated. But today, I want to talk about bugging out with silver. Now, this was actually inspired by a comment that I had received on yesterday's video. The comment is coming from Slifer the Sky Dragon, and it reads, "In a bug out situation, what silver would you take and how much?" So first and foremost, Slifer, thank you so much for asking the question. I look forward to answering it throughout the course of this video. But if anybody watching right now has a question for me, whether you are a brand new stacker, you just want to know some facts or information, maybe you're a long-time stacker and you want to know my opinion on something, a hypothetical question, a this or that question, anything at all, head on down to the comments if you have a precious metal or a prepping related question, and I'd be more than happy to dedicate an entire video to you and answering your question. Now, moving forward, when it comes to the bugging out concept, first and foremost, I'm going to do everything in my power to bug in rather than out. As long as I have 4 walls surrounding me and a roof over my head, I am not going anywhere. But in the event of, let's just say, an evacuation, you're forced to get the heck out of here and you need to just basically be on the run, maybe a couple towns over, whatever the case may be, I think the number one thing you have to take into consideration when it comes to preparing for a potential bug out scenario, the number one thing you have to keep in mind prior is what you believe you might be bugging out for. Why do you think you're going to be bugging out, and how long do you think you're going to need to bug out for? That is 100% what you should have on your mind beforehand. When it comes to the prepping mindset, everybody's prepping for different reasons. Maybe in somebody else's mind, a bug out situation could be a borderline end of the world, attack on the power grid, some crazy, absolutely berserk scenario, whereas somebody else could think that maybe a bug out situation is a simple house fire. So you need to figure out what you believe are the possibilities and how long you would need to bug out for. That's the first thing. It's going to be different for everyone. There is no straight answer to this question. There's no cookie cutter way of going about preparing to bug out. Everybody has a different situation. Somebody like me, it's just me and my dog. Somebody like, John Smith over there might have 2 wives and 7 kids. He's obviously going to be prepping a little bit more heavily than I am. The next point I would like to bring up is what silver, me personally, my answer would be, and how much I would take. First and foremost, luckily for me, I don't have crazy different types of coins, rounds, and bars. I primarily stack the same stuff. Mostly American Eagles and some Canadian Maple Leafs. And if I'm going to get a piece of silver that's larger than 1 ounce, it's going to be a 5 or a 10 ounce silver sunshine bar. And if I'm going to get anything below an ounce, it's going to be 90% junk constitutional silver. Of course, I have random rounds, random bars, and other types of coins, but Primarily, that's what I stack. Eagles, maples, 5 10-ounce sunshine bars, and junk silver. So if I were to bug out for whatever reason, I think with my financial responsibilities, being that I really only have to take care of myself and a dog, if I'm going somewhere for the short term, I don't see an issue with tossing a tube of Eagles, or maybe 2, into a bug out bag and making my way out the door. I personally do not believe in measuring my wealth in dollars. I would rather look at 2 tubes full of American Silver Eagles and say, that's 40 ounces of silver, as opposed to saying, that's roughly $700 worth of silver. Now, I don't want to talk too much about that because that is going to be the topic of tomorrow's video, measuring in ounces rather than dollars. But if you're bugging out and you think, or you know, you might have to sell a little bit of it for some cash so that you can pay for things that you need to pay for, since you've been kind of forced out of your own home. Maybe hotel expenses, maybe some food, gas for the car, things of that nature. For someone like me, on my own, with a dog by my side, approximately $700 worth isn't too shabby, considering I, and hopefully you all as well, stack cash alongside your silver, alongside your gold. And by the way, speaking of gold, gold weighs a lot less than silver does. If you wanted, once again, I hate measuring it in dollars, but $700 worth of gold is only about half an ounce of gold. Not exactly, but roughly. As opposed to roughly 40 ounces of silver. Which is why I've stated in previous videos that over the course of my life, over the next few decades, if and when I get a chance, when the silver to gold ratio closes in, I don't believe it's ever going to close in permanently, but for the short term, let's just say gold comes down while silver jumps up, I'm going to try my best to capitalize on that and convert some of the silver into gold. Reason for that is because you can carry way more gold than you can silver. So maybe rather than, filling up a bug out bag with hundreds upon hundreds of ounces of silver, or trying to carry the whole safe out the door and put it in the trunk of your car, maybe you can have a small box packed with gold coins when it's worth the same dollar amount. That's what I want to talk about in today's video. Once again, Slifer, thank you so much for asking the question. I had a lot of fun answering it in the course of today's video. Anybody else watching right now, head on down to the comments, ask some questions if you have anything that you'd like to know what I think, or some of, maybe my personal opinions on, or feel free to answer the question yourself. If you were to bug out, what silver would you take? And how much silver would you take? Let me know in the comments. If you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe. New videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also, make sure to subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Just posted 3 new silver and gold themed vlog style videos, a hidden camera pawn shop integrity test, and the brand new book review talking about 2 of my favorite money books. That channel is almost at 600 subscribers, so please go subscribe. The link will be in the description. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. We got t-shirts and hoodies, a bunch of gear that's raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations. We have the Stack and Don't Look Back t-shirt and hoodie available in both silver and gold, as well as the brand new DYDSS Maple, which was obviously inspired by the Canadian maple leaf. And of course, since it's October, we brought back the 3 classic DYDSS t-shirts, along with the brand new 5 available until Halloween. Link will be in the description to get any and all merchandise. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And once again, if you have any questions for me, head on down to that comment section and ask away. And please answer today's video question as well. If you had to bug out, how much silver would you take with you? Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.